Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's time for another chapter manga review. Welcome once again, guys. We're going to be reviewing the second chapter review of A Death Rock, which is a series that I started last week, time of recording. It's a series that I'm excited to continue reviewing, and I'm going to pull it up here on my phone so I can have some examples to show you guys. But it is... at least where I found it, only has 6 chapters out, so I'm hoping that I can find where it releases. I don't think Shonen Jump ever picked it up, which is weird, because the author is the same author of Fairy Tail and Eden Zero. So anyways, the chapter is actually not bad. It's not as intense as the first chapter, but it was very much detailed as well, and it does show that the author is putting a care and love for each chapter. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying my best to get through today. I am a little under the weather, and anyways, it is what it is. So please do subscribe. I do apologize if I sound weird in this video. I'm trying my best to keep my voice, but it seems like it might be going away, so we'll see. Thank you for the love and support. Watch the other videos of Dead Rock and other manga chapter reviews that I have here. And if you're watching up to this point, then consider subscribing, because I have a lot of stuff for you guys to watch here. Okay. Last we left off in chapter 1, our main character Yakuto had declared that he wants to kill God. Now, he continues the conversation within the group of the 7 who are the only survivors of the exam, and he explains to them that the guy who is the ruler, like, why would he call himself God and not the Demon King or the Satan or whatever? He's like, don't you think it's weird that he calls himself God? He's like, he's fake. He's not the real dude. So it's him, or his perspective is that the demon realm has been corrupted by a different realm, and they're being led by a false god. So that's what he goes through. Now, the kids kind of all go into their own like arguments, like, what the heck are you doing? Like, what are we gonna do? Again, their teacher is dead. Maxwell is dead. So he does convince Mikoto, who is the necromancer, to at the very least get him to start moving again. Now, it's funny because he puts the little bird guy in the head. He's like, you can do the head for now, and they're like, are you crazy? He's not gonna go through. And they eventually do find his head, but which he ended up being like golem roots, so that he had extra body parts. We also found out that this bird, Freyr, is actually a girl. She says, why would you put a lady in there? And everyone's like, wait, you're a girl? We have one of the students that is in disagreement, I believe. His name is Raisin. He's the one that was kind of fighting with Hyan in the first chapter, but Raisin decides that he doesn't want to be part of it, and he goes and eats lunch. Now, during his lunchtime, there is basically, gosh, maybe it's too low. Maybe I do have to raise a little bit more. There you go. Oh, there's an ad. There is a few guys there start wanting to pick on him, and essentially they declare that there's a rule in the rule book that if you don't like a person, you can kill him. We eventually find out that also includes work personnel as well as teachers. So they try to kill him. He fights back. He kills them, and then we get the head chef show up, and he's like, dude, I didn't have to fight. It was them. So he kind of picks them up, and they're like, what you gonna do with them? He's like, I'm gonna eat them. And they ask him, do you sometimes feed us other students? He's like, sometimes. So this guy is shocked. We get a little bit of a background story of why he's there, but essentially he's trying to save a princess that is being used as a meal by someone. I don't know who it is, some evil dude that he's trying to overtake and overpower. And essentially the only way that he can defeat the curse that's placed on the princess is by becoming a demon king. So that's why he's there. So he's triggered by this guy thinking that it's funny that they eat people. So he tries to fight him. He definitely does and loses. The chef, he's there for a reason. Like, every worker is there and they're strong in their own way, because they need to defend themselves from students that might not like him. So he ends up killing him, and our protagonist shows up, and he basically says that he's gonna defend him, and he's like, you know what, you killed one of my classmates, so now I don't like you. So he goes and kills the head chef, now knowing that he has the ability to kill teachers and personnel at a will, which, you know, it's kind of a good thing now for him, that being that he's trying to overthrow a thing. They do end up patching him up, so he didn't lose his character. He's now a zombie. He's also now being controlled by our necromancer, so he can't really say no. And they now have two zombies that he says that he has control, but really, again, it's the necromancer. Now, they do explain why they decided to keep the teacher, and essentially is they need a bug, and they need someone to go and infiltrate the higher ranks and be able to find out more information for them. So that, in a nutshell, was chapter 2 of Dead Rock. A lot of fun stuff, guys, that happened in this episode, and it really is introducing more into why he wants to kill God. I don't know how he's gonna get to actually do it. The series itself is very different from Eden Zero and from Fairy Tale, to be honest. It's actually very unique to itself. It reminds me of Welcome to the Demon World, Irumakun, I believe that's the name of the anime. It's very similar to that, be of the whole school aspect, and, you know, monsters being there left and right. So that's where it reminds me more. So I'm surprised that this is the same writer of Fairy Tale and Eden Zero, but it does at least promise that it's gonna have some pretty good dramatic topics, because they hit a lot of good drama topics in Eden Zero. So I'm hoping he does the same thing in this one. It's all fun and games, not really, because people are dying, but fun and games right now. But I'm hoping that it gets a little bit more serious in the future. So we'll see for now. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Again, I apologize, I'm not feeling well today, so we'll see what happens. Thank you again for your love and support, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.